Now, our final guests today are a pair of incredibly talented and beautiful siblings. While one has shone in front of the camera hosting This Morning... Who's that, then? Is that not me? And The Voice. The other became a professional behind the scenes, organising the lives of some of Britain's biggest, most famous stars. Now, the sisters have joined forces by writing a book together, so here to explain more, please welcome Holly and Kelly Willoughby. When I say organising the lives of some of Britain's top stars, I mean, we're talking
huge.
Top. I mean, really
huge.
top. Just name the most top person you've worked for and organised his life.
Mr. Eamon Holmes.
Yeah, my husband. Kelly was Eamon's PA. Yeah, Kelly basically organised our lives, so we missed her hugely when she went off to write books, which is your fault.
I know, I'm sorry about that. Everybody needs a Kelly in their life. She's like the best person. She comes in and she sorts your whole world out.
You get it for free.
It's true. And is it true that she sorts out your handbags and cleans them up?
She does. It's the first thing she does whenever I see her. She gets my handbag, tips up, and I'm like, no! And
I
I've always
can't
got,
wear it. You can't find
wet
anything.
wipes and like some little toy dinosaur or something, amongst other bumps.
And I can vouch for that, Kelly, because I have to share a dressing room with your younger sister.
Well,
yes, and I've seen the mess of a morning.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so
sorry. That's one thing I'm not very good at. I'm not the tidiest person. I'm clean, but I'm not tidy.
Yeah, was she like that when you were little?
Always.
You big sis?
What's the age difference between you?
2.5 years.
Yeah. 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Who's the oldest then?
Anyway, tell us about the book. Tell us about this. Is called School for Stars, by the two of you. So
Yes.
what's this about? This is two girls, Molly and Maria, who are twins.
Yeah.
Yes,
so what's the kind of story?
Well, this sort of came from an idea. Kelly and I, since we were tiny little girls, she'd always sit there and read stories to me. There we are, that's not embarrassing. Tiny little girl, she'd always read to me, and she was brilliant at making up stories. And when we were at school, she had like a project where she had to write a children's story, and from that the teacher said to you that
he just said it. I had a real flair for it, and maybe it's something I should think about. And it kind of stuck with me. Some things just stick with you. And so when the opportunity came up, it sort of wrote itself, really, because we just
So who did
put down
write it? Because you can't both write together, can you?
Two people can't write one book. Cause
no,
you just,
one does the writing, but you must collaborate on
the story.
But the main idea from it, we loved Enid Blyton growing up, so we wanted to do something that was kind of modern day, new like that. And we sat in the car one time, and it was horrific London traffic, and we sat there, and we went
an hour and a half,
and just this story just went, bleh, and it was just there, and it's sort of loosely based on things that happened to us at school, little stories, because I think it's easy to write about what you know. And then Kelly is the genius writer, so she's the one that goes away and then comes back and we read it together and then we make changes. So,
and there's 3 of them, isn't there? Have you done 3?
Yes, 3.
So there's another one out at the end of the summer.
We've just finished the third.
All the same characters?
All the same,
Are they set in a stage school?
They are, yes.
Did you guys go to stage school?
No.
Did you wish you had?
We were stage school at the weekends at home, making up dramas and plays. And
yeah, that's true. I mean, I always loved drama and I loved art and I loved that side of things, but a lot of that's kind of imagined what it would be like if you were there. But like the stories of friendship and that sort of, and sisters as well, obviously.
And what's been the reaction from kids that have read it, or have you read it to yours?
I haven't read it to mine yet because they're a little bit little.
Yeah,
unless it's got a picture of
What's
Peppa
the
Pig
age
in
range
it.
it's sort of aimed at?
from 8 upwards. So mine's only 8 months. She's a genius.
I'm scared about Louis reading it because he's going on a summer stage school thing, and I'm just dreading he's going to become a
Just I love it.
Nothing wrong with that, is there?
No.
I know that you know they're twins, and you talk a lot about how close you are sisters, and I can vouch for that because you know when Kelly worked for us for a couple of years, wasn't it? I know how close you are. Tell us about your sister, because we all know you and we see you on the TV, but people don't know about Kelly, and she's always there in the background and just being this amazing person and organising everybody. And how would you describe her?
She's like the hands that are like that just carry you and move you from place to place and make sure everything's safe and right. And when I was little, like at school, she was the head girl, she was bright, she was the one that, as a younger sister, I sort of looked up to her the whole time. But she was very good, because I think if I was the older sister, I wouldn't have let... she basically would let me go out with her all the time. And I didn't give her much choice. I did. I used to fully dressed by the front door.
She'd be standing at the bottom of the stairs if I was going out somewhere, I don't know, 16, 17, so she'd be sort of 14, in one of my outfits, going, ready. I don't always take her out.
No.
She did quite a lot of time.
But what's it like for you, Kelly, having such a famous sister?
I know. Well, I think it's been so many years now.
You're just
so
used to it.
I think you do get used to it quite often when you see
still
in
just
magazines
Holly.
and paper. Well, she is really.
What do your partners think of your very tight relationship with each
It probably
other?
drives them bonkers.
In a
Because we see
way,
each other all
but
the
we're
time.
busy. We keep each other occupied, so it's one less thing for them to
to
worry about.
There's sort of a missing link here, which is my mum. So it's like this
Yes.
trio, this rabble of girls, and we must speak to each other like 5.
And
10
Holly, we were
times a
talking
day.
about confidence, and everybody will
Yes.
look at you on the television and see how successful you are and think that you're brimming with confidence. Is that the case, or are there...
I think because you were talking about people giving you compliments, and that's what makes you feel better. I
And
always
it does.
think, and it does. Of course, it's lovely to hear that. But I always think that sometimes you just have to be happy with your lot, and you just have to be content in your own skin and what you have, and stop focusing or striving on trying to get
What
to
you
that
don't
next
have.
big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that that's. I think that's the key.
But everyone will go, that's easy for you to say.
Because you've got a lot to be happy about.
Yeah, but that's why you shouldn't envy people, because not everybody knows what goes on, do they?
That's true.
That's
Yeah. And not everybody knows it's actually Kelly, the brains.
That's true.
I told her everything she knows.
I was going to say, any of our friends at school will know that she is definitely the brains. And actually, if you ever watched this morning, you'll still know that she's the
Oh,
brains.
listen, it's lovely. It's lovely to see you both. It's School for Stars. It's out
you.
now.
Thank you
wasn't
for
too
having
bad.
us.
And